Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? What's all this about then? Welcome to the KaK M Show.
Propaganda.
Absolute propaganda. This girl, Shamima Begum. There's always a play on words, isn't there, with the government? Right, apparently she's been in Syria fighting for Islamic State. Right? First of all, what does this tell you? I had a good time. It makes you hate her. It puts you in fear, makes you hate her. That's what these papers do. They want you to absolutely hate this girl. Right? I saw the interview online this morning on some video channel. I think it was Sky Online or something like that, on YouTube live. And
RT do a lot of stuff about it.
She was in a room being interviewed by somebody from Sky News. Yeah, and they were both all dressed in the niqab, the full black thing, and this woman was patting this baby, excuse me, Salon, like this, yeah? And I'm like, you're going to break its head in a minute. The baby didn't move, there was no noises, and this Shamima, her face, I think she was hypnotised. She was under hypnosis. Yeah, had a good time. There was no emotion, you know, the Bataclan, oh, and the suicide vest made by David Cameron, bang. So what does this tell you? That tells you that basically they want you to hate.
And as I checked, it's in almost every paper. Same sort of title.
Absolutely one. Yeah, this was the best title today. I didn't regret going there. It's made me tougher. Shamima Begum, beggar's belief on her experience with IS. Right, who funded IS?
British, American, French, German, the Western governments.
Mainly it was the French government, the British government and the US government funded IS. Remember Hillary Clinton and Cameron saying, yes, we fund IS. Yeah, why fund a terrorist organisation? So we can save you from them. Right?
We can't get all this money, like I think it's $10 trillion the Pentagon can't account for now. See, we can't keep getting all this money if there's no one to fight. So we've got to make sure that our enemy that we created is funded really well, so they can at least cause a little thing. And then we'll go, oh look, we can't cope. We need more money to get bigger weapons.
Absolutely.
Because look, they've got these Stinger missiles supplied by the US, and they've got these machine guns supplied by the UK, and they've got these. Need I go on?
So, fake baby, it seems like she's hypnotised. And by the way, this is a message to anybody, because anybody that went to join IS, you actually went to work for the US, the British and the French terrorist governments. Who are the real terrorists?
Government, always have been.
Absolutely, it's always their fault. And says, well, KaK M, can you prove any of this? Well, yeah, I've got proof. The other day, a report came out. I don't know whether you know about this, because we've not talked about this, because we wanted a bit of spontaneity going on here. There was a report came out, and this chap, we'll find it, and we'll put it in the description when I can find it. And if you cast your minds back to last April, there was a hospital in a place called Douma, and we spoke about this. These guys called the White Helmets ran in with all these little kids. They were putting asthma inhalers in their mouth, covering them in water, and what did they say? There's been
a chemical attack,
chemical gas attack outside.
So what did the West do?
Right. Yeah, what did the French government, the British government, and Trump and his government, they dropped how many cruise missiles at a cost of like
20 or something like that?
250 cruise missiles on Assad. This President Assad, Bashar al-Assad.
So what have the present government's done for the French using chemical weapons on the French civilians?
Oh, absolutely nothing at all, no.
Oh, so it's okay if it's one of our lot that does it?
Yeah, it's fine if the government does it, and then the government say they can save you from it. That's why they make these things up, isn't it? So yeah, 250, those cruise missiles were like nearly £1 million each, something like that, 775,000.
And they all hit the same part of the desert.
And yeah, and now an airport that was disused, wasn't it? And that's just basically, it was a logistics act to you've got to restock now. Yeah. What's his name? Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond was off to this is British Foreign Secretary, was off to China the other day. And anyway, he's apparently said that we're going to send a warship to the South China Sea. So they've said, no, don't come and visit us and sell us any more weapons. Not for now.
Oh, no, that's because...
that's what Foreign Secretary is.
Gavin Williamson said that he was going to move the aircraft carrier into the Pacific to let China know that we mean business. This will be the aircraft carrier that's got no support ships and no aircraft.
Fantastic.
So China's going to be going, oh no, what can we do? I'll just send a drone over because they've got nothing on the ship anyway.
It's all about weapons, isn't it? And this is what our servants do to us. They're murderers and they're terrorists, aren't they?
Of course.
It seems that way. Anyway, Trump, the infantile president of the US, PLC, he said that we've got 800 IS fighters that we've captured in Syria, and if you, France, Germany, Britain, in Italy, don't put them on trial and have them back in your country, then we're going to release them all, let them all go free. And like you were saying, we did mention that earlier, it's like, well, you can't tell anybody to do something against their own free will, can you? You can't make people do things.
You can attempt to coerce them into doing what you want.
Absolutely amazing.
Or, alternatively, it could be a pre-planned thing to do, so that they're planning to release all these 800s and then go back to the different countries and cause havoc and I told you what I was going to do if you didn't do what I said.
Anyway, getting back to that attack by the White Helmets, this reporter has found out that it was the White Helmets that actually staged it, and it was a false flag attack.
Yeah.
And as I say, 250 cruise missiles got dropped on wasteland in Syria. It's amazing to think that Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, David Cameron, there's loads of them, Francois Hollande, they all said Assad must go, Assad must go, Assad must go, Assad must go. Guess what? They've all gone, and Assad's still there.
And Macron should be gone soon.
Anyway, just the title of this video is going to be... I'll come up with that one in a bit. After I've said this. But guess what Theresa May said? I will continue to fund the White Helmets.
I will continue to fund one of my terrorist organisations.
I will continue to fund terrorism, and I will continue to be a terrorist. There in plain sight, right, is Theresa May a terrorist after admitting this? And what did she admit? She funded the White Helmets and still continues to, who do false flag terrorist attacks, which makes them money because they have to restock all their bombs and weapons. Did you have a good time? Did you?
Well, I had a kid and I was shagging about a bit, and I saw a few beheadings. Yeah, everything was great.
Oh, like those IS propaganda videos that were filmed in studios. I think she's hypnotised. She's under hypnosis. This is all lies to make you hate.
Next thing you'll tell me they could hypnotise.
These are not the real terrorists, right?
No.
They're brainwashed,
mind control,
and funded by the British, American, French governments, aren't they? Did you have a good time?